You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujada.
Safe. We're talking
Why
about
tell you about
Russians.
starting shit with safe? Safe's goodbye, bro.
No, it can be both.
Nah.
It's like ciao. It's like ciao. It means
Ciao.
both. Yeah, ciao means hello and goodbye.
What's bonsoir?
Good evening.
Is that all still French? Is ciao French?
Ciao's Italian, isn't it?
Oh.
And French. They both use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll start it with safe then. Let them judge you.
Safe. How's your Duolingo going? You still doing Chinese?
Deleted it.
Why?
Because Lily's pissing me
You
off.
were getting too good.
Nah, Lily's pissing me off.
Ni hao.
Lao Xiao.
See? You'll always have that now, though.
Yeah.
That didn't last that long, did it?
Well, nah, because it's too many notifications.
It is a lot.
And every time you pass something, advert. Stop trying to take my money and teach me Chinese, bro.
Can you pay like a subscription for
Yeah,
it?
but I don't want to pay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, is that an option?
Yeah. You can. You may as well get Rosetta Stone at that point, though, innit, and do it properly.
I think I downloaded all that once, like on a dodgy download. But I feel like when you download things for free, you just don't have the same urge to actually listen to
What
it
were you
because you've got it for free. You're like, I'm not really going to listen to it.
What were you trying to learn?
Probably would have been Spanish, to be honest.
You ever tried to learn a language because some bird you're speaking to is from a different country?
No.
I've done it where I just try and...
I don't get far enough to know what language is.
No, I've done it in the past where like they'll be like Latvian or something, and I'll be like, oh, let me just go on Duolingo and learn Latvian because it'll be funny. I can just throw it into conversation, and then you realise how hard like learning a language is.
Yeah.
Is this
in,
why
like,
you've been searching for a new
2
mail
days.
order bride?
Nah, specifically English. No.
What language does Somalians speak?
Somali.
Somali, innit? It is Somali. I had a lot of Somali friends growing up, and I never thought I'd use the language. But yesterday I got into a bit of road rage with a Somalian, and I thought, fucking hell, I've whipped it out there, yeah.
What did you say to him?
I said, Wudia Naas Hoyataraus. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Something about their mum, though.
So you've just gone, I want to suck your dick so hard, and that
To a
geezer's
finish.
just straight back in his car. Yeah, I'm gonna make you.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
sorry.
satisfy you like no
Latvian-
woman ever has.
Latvian ain't going to get you far, though, is it?
Nah, I don't know. I mean, the Eastern Europeans, you know, they had a good run for a bit in this country.
What's the population of Latvia?
Don't think it's big.
What do you reckon? 2 mil? 2 mil?
Don't think it's big because they all came here for our jobs, mate.
Yeah, they all fucking
What
said
is
that,
the
mate.
population of Latvia? 1.8 mil.
That
Oh,
is
so I wasn't
small.
far off.
That is a small country. Yeah, there's a lot of them countries kicking about there that just get lost in my mind.
It's like the Eastern Bloc.
what would have been the Eastern
Yeah.
Bloc. Yeah.
Part of it, they must be on the outskirts of it.
The Gulag.
Nah, they ain't got gulags. No.
Speaking of
No,
the
but
Eastern
the
Bloc,
entire thing's the Eastern Gulag, innit? It's the block. You said the
I think
Gulag's a block.
It did feel like a gulag, I think, when the Soviet Union was there,
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you said? You're talking about gulags because I told you about the Russian man that died in a gulag.
Yeah.
Like
I just like saying Gulag.
like Captain Price in Call of Duty.
Gulag.
Busted out. Yeah.
Gulag. What a word.
Do you not think you know what the sickest thing I thought when I was reading about that geezer in prison? They were like,
Alexei Navalny, yeah.
They were like he died in custody.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Want to explain to me?
So he's basically like he ran for mayor, didn't he, in Moscow years ago?
Yeah.
And he won. In bear in mind, like they're very much saying that obviously Russian politics, they're not fair elections, and he still won 27% of the vote in
Right.
this mayoral race. And I think the Kremlin were like, that can't run. Like, how has this been allowed to happen? So he never got into power, but it was enough for people to start paying attention to him.
I think he tried to run for president and they stopped him running, basically. And then
What, to kick off Putin?
Yeah.
Putin just like
Well, Putin
slammed him with loads of fraud charges and things like that.
Yeah, and then Putin changed the law in 2020, didn't they? So that because it used to be that you're only allowed to do 4 terms, and then he changed it to be like you can do as many as you want, so that he can keep running.
Yeah.
And he basically, this guy then, because he knew like I'm not going to get into politics, it's quite clear that they're not going to let me in. He just became quite big on social media, didn't he, and online, and he just kept putting out all these different stories. Like he outed He did some sting operation, didn't he, and outed loads of like oligarchs that were connected to like sex trafficking and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So
Can't
he
you
was
remember
just
that
a
thing where it came out about
nuisance.
Putin's house, that massive house that
Yeah,
he's
a big
got?
mansion in the Black Sea.
He's got like a massive mansion just in the middle.
Yeah,
Is it just off the Black Sea?
yeah, like a big.
It's
palace.
just like absolutely huge, and it's just got loads of construction companies working on it, and yeah, it's just bankrolled by the state basically.
So he was almost like the Russian.
like a weird sort of
Like Epstein's
Batcave,
Island, but
yeah.
not on an island.
mad.
But he's almost like the Russian like WikiLeaks guy essentially.
Yeah.
He was just like a nuisance to him all the time. So then they tried poisoning him a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they took him to Germany to get treated, but then once he'd recovered, he went back to Russia.
Well, that was his move. That's
Because he was like, I've still got shit to do.
yeah.
I think
You might have shit to do, but bro, hire someone, man.
I think it must reach a point if you're doing something like that where you just know you're gonna die on it. And
Yeah.
this whole thing is like, I know I'm gonna get killed doing this, but I'm gonna stand for.
I think that was one of his quotes actually. Like he expected, if I die, then it's good.
Yeah.
It means that they're bothered.
How do you kill so many people and just be like, oh, wasn't me?
This is the most impressive thing about it, though, isn't it? Like for me, geographically is the most impressive thing about Russia because it's so big, and it's also like, so the prison that he was in was 20 miles north of the Arctic Circle. How sick is it that you've got a country where all the people you hate, you can go stick them in a rock in the Arctic, and it's still in your country? That's sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'd just have to like lock someone up in Inverness or something. That's as far
Or
forward.
Shetland.
You know what I mean?
You can't really make it that bad. And then the US just send him to Guantanamo Bay, and that's quite a nice area.
They had
isn't it?
Alcatraz as well.
It's a holiday retreat, yeah. Alcatraz. Yeah, but a man swam off Alcatraz, survived.
Yeah.
So that's a shit floor. That's a real flaw.
Whereas
in
those
that
penal
prison, isn't it?
colonies, it's just hard labour, basically, isn't it? I can't really think of anything worse than hard labour
I
in the
think
Arctic Circle.
a Thai prison's probably worse.
Yeah,
think
I've
Them man
read
can
some books.
kickbox, bro.
Well, they kickbox you in the gym, yeah.
Yeah, they have like proper tournaments and shit in there.
Have you read the book about the geezer who gets locked up in a Thai prison? He's an Aussie. And he's...
One got turned into a film, didn't it?
Yeah, he was the Aussie who was running drugs into the country, I think, and he got sent to this Thai prison. And fucking, that book's insane, man.
Yeah.
Horrible. They just said, yeah, you get treated like subhuman when you're in there. So
they poisoned him in the prison.
Well, they don't know at the minute. They've not released the body.
Right.
But he was on video link the day before, looking very healthy.
Like joking around.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So what? So he's in prison, but he's still on video calls and shit.
Yeah, he was getting another sentence thrown at him, I think.
They just kept
so it
charging
was
him
like
with
a
shit.
call. He
basically.
weren't chatting to family and that. It was no.
No, it was just on video link.
So what's he in prison for?
Fraud. 30 years fraud, and they said he'll probably die in prison. Like the government already said he'll probably die in prison. But the thing is, it's like the West are all getting annoyed, aren't they? Because they're saying, "Oh, if he does die in prison, then we're not gonna be happy." But then everyone else is like, "When was the last time you were happy with Putin?" You know what I mean? But this is why Trump's gonna get in power, and he'll go to Russia, and it'll all be done within a week because they're best mates, aren't they?
Do you reckon they'll just sort it out?
I think they will.
They'll give him a pair of
think
his
they
new
have an
gold
arm
trainers.
wrestle.
Have you seen those?
He's got new gold trainers, Trump.
Trump's launched his own sneaker line.
Drip
Shut
or
up.
He
drag.
launched his own sneaker line, like gold high tops.
The Trump dunks.
Just all
yeah.
The treesies.
They're just all gold.
Donald dunks.
Can you imagine if he goes over and just gives him a pair of like? He's
Donald
like, I know
Dunks.
you like basketball players after Brittany Graham. So here's a pair of gold high tops. Or we'll just sweep it all under the carpet.
What's his logic for that? He's just been told he can't trade in New York, and got fined 350 mil. So he's gone, fuck it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do what Michael Jordan did. You reckon he's just watched The Last Dance?
Yeah,
God, that guy was onto something, man.
Yeah, launches gold high top on sneaker line a day after $350 million
see it?
court ruling.
Would I wear these?
I think would I is the question.
Fucking hell.
I'll wear some questionable shoes.
They got little T's on the side.
Is it? Let's have a look.
Red bottoms.
Ooh. Do you remember when we went to that?
You look a bit like Marty McFly. You're like a MAGA Marty McFly in those.
They're not great, are they?
So for anyone listening, they're completely gold,
Shiny. as
shiny
well.
gold, like metallic, with a red and blue trim. Would you say red, blue, and white trim?
I think I knew someone in school
Soul.
who had trainers.
It's
like
got the Star Spangled Banner on the back as well.
But yeah, The back panel is the US flag. The bottom is red and white.
Someone who had them.
Crazy.
Like something similar at school. Like a pair of like Lonsdale, like
Mate,
bright gold trainers.
If they're like limited edition, can you imagine how much they'll be worth in 50 years' time?
That's the thing. So they will be worth something one day as like a collector's item. Because
Should we
they
try
just
get
won't
some?
sell. Yeah, we could do. Yeah, invest early. Could do. Remember that trainer shop we went to in New York? And I saw them Jordans, and I was like, "They're nice, they are." And you already knew what they were. You went, "Yeah, look at the back."
Yeah.
And it was, "We the best." Not the Khaled ones.
Fucking hell. Do you know what I learned recently as well? Just because you were talking about the map and cold places. You can go to Antarctica on holiday.
Mhm.
Did not know this.
Yeah. You can go to both. Not in the same trip,
Yeah.
like. But you can go to both.
Mad. Why don't we go?
There's a
Should we go?
Yeah, we could do.
I mean, I don't know whether I'd fancy it. It's just
Also,
be...
why are you both wearing the same fucking vest and no one told me? We got a uniform now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've...
We've both got green trousers on there.
It's just very green and brown.
Yeah, we've gone, despite spring coming, we're in our autumnal wear.
Yeah.
Trying to get the most out of it before the seasons change.
Fair.
But yeah, you can do an Arctic cruise as well. And it's on one of them boats that's got the icebreaker at the front. So
That's quite funny. I used to date someone
Whose heart was cold like...
whose dad had one of those icebreakers.
what was it?
As
Just
a
like a fun
boat.
fact about himself for a joke?
No, he owned a gun. He owned a gun.
Oh, I just thought
company.
you meant just
Like
a way
gun
to start a
business.
conversation.
So why did he need an ice?
Just a bit of money and a bit of spare cash. Just bought an icebreaker.
But where's the ice?
Well, you just go for the art. So he'd just go on like
Oh, he'd go far.
yeah, he just
Oh,
go
right,
and get
right.
on the icebreaker and just
But don't they run on
break some
fuel?
ice up. Don't they run on
Those
fuel?
boats.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
What do you think? There's a man pedaling underneath? Them boats
No,
are
but-
huge.
How do you fill them up? If you're on a 49 million day cruise, how do you fill up your petrol?
You have
Well, I guess you have stores. don't you?
tankers that go out, and you can fill up off the tankers as well.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you
Assuming
can fill
so,
up.
yeah.
You can fill up at rigs as well. Can't
Do you reckon that's what they said to Alexei Navalny, that it was just going on like an Arctic cruise, and then he got there and he was like, "Fuck."
The thing is, like, the worst thing is would be it's like North Korea, innit? Like, remember I was telling you, them kids, they got sentenced to like 30 years hard labour because they got caught watching like South Korean dramas. And it's like, I think you'd rather the bullet in the head, innit? Because you know it's like, what? So I'm just gonna go and break my back for 30 years. For
It's
nothing.
horrible,
I'm
innit?
never gonna get out. I'm not gonna get fed.
No, but optimism is what keeps people alive, isn't it?
What's optimistic about that?
They think they're going to get out.
Why would they get out? They're in North Korea.
You never know.
Nah, you know. Also, like for me as well, if you knew that the punishment, so let's say, yeah,
You're a quitter, Joe.
if you knew, yeah, that in this country they just went one day, you're not allowed to watch American TV shows anymore,
Yeah.
and you knew that the punishment was 30 years hard labour, are you still going out of your way to try and get a dodgy stick
No, I'm watching
just
them
so
at
you
your
can
house.
watch? You know what I mean? Though, are you really going to be like, oh, I really want to watch?
Yeah, because I would, first of all, I'd think it never happened to me. And second, if they caught me, I'd be like, "Oh, this is such a dumb law that I think I'll get out.
Can you imagine getting like 30 years in a penal colony for watching the final season of Friends?
That'd be
brutal,
worth
wouldn't
it though.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, but imagine if you missed the last episode. You're just waiting to find out if she gets
You
off the
just don't
plane
know
or
what
not, and your
happens.
door gets kicked in.
Is that how it ends?
Four geezers with the same haircut all come in.
Is
and
that how
fucking-
Friends ends?
Mhm.
Nah, they're all in the living room with the babies, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're the final scene. But the whole build up to the final thing is, does Rachel get off
I
the
thought
plane?
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it ended with one of them like drowning in a jacuzzi.
Crazy. We broke the ice as well, and you've just dragged us back in. This is crazy. Do you want to hear a fun story about getting caught for crimes that I saw on Friday? Of course you do.
Imagine we went, no.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, what's the next topic to talk about?
No, go on.
No, I was in Soho on Friday. Was feral. Like you know, it's always busy, isn't it? But like, it was just a real moody edge about the place, man. Like, just really on a knife edge for some reason. And there was police everywhere. Don't know why. Just walking around Soho, and me and Rosie are walking down Dean Street.
Wasn't it protest day? Friday.
Yesterday.
Which
that
one?
was, wasn't
Which
it?
Was it
protest?
yesterday? Palestine.
Palestine. That was yesterday.
Free Extinction Rebellion, Palestine.
Carry on, Joe.
Yeah. That was yesterday. Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Right.
There is a lot of protest though, isn't there? You
Too
don't know
many.
what you'll just be walking through Central sometimes, and you'll just get swept up by a protest.
Yeah, too many protests.
You don't even know what you're protesting for. Next thing you know, I'm in an EDL march.
Yeah, you could protest against protests. Probably you could probably start a protest about how many protests there are.
Mm.
You could give that a go. I wouldn't join it because I'd want to protest, so I'd probably stay at home. But this guy is on Dean Street, busy, ain't it? And he looks like he's just stood in a corner, like in a doorway, in the middle of the street. And I'm thinking he's not pissing like there. Like, what is he doing? And I look
Facing the wall.
and I look there, and he's just like fucking shoveling gear into his nose out of a bag, middle of the street, like facing the wall. And we looked. And then me and Rosie carry on. Rosie like laughing about how brazen he is. And then I said to Rosie, I went, didn't we just see loads of police though? And we turned around again, and these 4 coppers, fully uniformed, have walked past this geezer, turned, looked at him, and then they're just looking at each other as if to be like, this can't be happening. This is the easiest nick we're ever going to get. And then this geezer's gone from shoveling a key up his nose to just looking up and just seeing 4 coppers staring at him. And I was like, the anxiety that man must be feeling of just railing gear up his nose and then just looking and just seeing them 2 like that. And the other 2 walking towards him, handcuffed him, everything. Oh, mate.
Is that not allowed then?
What?
Doing that?
What, shoveling gear in the street? A Class A drug?
Is it
It's a
still
controlled substance,
Is it still
Raj.
Class A? Yeah. I thought it
There were plainclothes around Tottenham Court Road last night as well. I was just
How do you know plain clothes?
because
Oakley sunglasses.
They're the only men in Superdry in London.
yeah, they were
Oakley sunglasses.
It's like they were trying to dress like roadmen, but
What's going on, fellow commuter?
yeah, they were trying to dress like a roadman, but everything was like brand new, and you could see like the wire in their ear.
Oh, fucking donuts.
Still had the
It's funny.
tags on.
Yeah. So
You
yeah,
can't do that. I thought like he's not dealing it, right? He's already got it.
Yeah, but you're still not allowed to do it.
Ain't there this big push on countries trying to legalise it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're one of them.
I mean,
I don't think we're trying to legalise cocaine.
no.
No.
I think we just need to legalise weed though, but then it's going to be a bit of a madness, isn't it? Because it's such a rush to go and do it.
Well, look at New York, innit? Like when we were there, they've legalised it, but they've created a whole city of stoners, innit? Like everywhere we went, stunk of weed.
and then just the
Everyone
culture of
was-
like every other shop. It's like the new vape shop
There's
would be the
too
new
many.
weed shop.
Yeah, there's too many
just-
in New York.
But like, there's no like, hey, don't drive high. You know what I mean? Like we'd have posters. We're so regulated in this country.
Mm.
Whereas they were just like,
Yeah,
you
true,
don't know
actually.
who's high and who's not. Your cab driver could be high.
Like, if you get pulled over in America, can you get tested for if you've smoked weed?
Yeah, they do tests here as well.
Yeah,
But like on the spot, they have to take you to the station. innit?
No.
How did
so
they test
they've got
you?
a unit here. They've got a unit here that comes out. There's specific, like, there's one unit that can test you. Now, if you get lucky and that unit's busy, you're good. If you're not obviously high.
What's the test? They just open a bag of crisps.
I
in front of
think
you.
Yeah,
they-
like they get Krispy Kremes and
See
go
if
like,
you're like
look,
that.
do you want one of these? And you're like, fuck.
I think it's like...
It's got dry mouth. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
dry. Like,
It's pupils and all that, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously.
all right, DCI Pujara.
You undercover. Is that what you're
Are
trying
you
to dress
wearing
like
a
a
wire?
roadman?
Are you wearing a wire?
I'd be sick. I'd be a sick undercover officer.
Why? Because you can speak Somali. So you just integrate into
Why
the
did you
communities.
what Somalians criminals?
What? Listen, no sane person would eat chat. So maybe.
Oh, is that? I ordered some of
the
that off the
leaf.
internet years ago.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Don't do
And it
that.
actually got delivered
Like
as
a
well.
panda. Eat it, stripping
Yeah,
it
it
off,
was-
off the...
What did it taste like?
Tastes like chap.
Yeah, but it's
It's like tea leaves.
Yeah, it just tasted like you're eating.
it's like cocaine, isn't it? It's up there.
No, it's more like amphetamines, but
Yeah.
like very low level.
Yeah.
It's kind of like microdosing, I guess.
Did you finish it?
Mate, they sent me like a full fucking box of it.
Big shrub.
It's like an actual box.
Have you still got it?
Mate, this was like must have been 10 years ago, 10, 15
Should
years
we order
ago.
some chat?
We could do.
It's not worth it.
My
man.
mate's barbers used to be in like a Somalian area, and I remember like every now and then you'd just see him like wander into his doorway, just eating chat out of a bag, and the barber would chase him out of a broom like they were fucking.
It's
like,
quite good.
literally-
It's quite healthy though, isn't it? It's like what must be one of your 5 a day.
Yeah, maybe. I think the fact that it turns you into a crackhead's probably not ideal, but.
Yeah, I suppose it's no different to having like 5 cups of coffee a day.
You're a coffee man.
I am a coffee man. Yeah.
I'd say it might be healthier than
You
doing
can
5
wake
cups
up,
of coffee a day.
do some chat,
Chat.
attack some ships in the. In the
What in the Thames?
yeah.
Just me like going down the Thames on
A
a
pirate's
fucking...
life for me, mate.
What's your beef with Somalians?
I got no bit. Actually, one of them did try and steal my trainers when I was 15.
Really?
Yeah.
What creps were they? Were they the Trump
I think I had-
trees?
Yeah, my Trump don't.
Trump Blazers.
Nah, I think I just had a pair of superstars.
Oh wow! You
Yeah,
tried to take
yeah.
the shell tops.
No, he came to me. I think he came to my mate and was like, "Give me your t-shirt." My mate just laughed at him and he was like, "Give us
Yeah.
your shoes." Then and we just went, "Nah." And it was like he hadn't thought through the possibility that we'd just say no.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I could see his brain working. He went, "All right," and just walked off.
yeah.
So
I had a
could
guy
have
try to
been-
steal my hoodie.
That could
once.
be like the British.
No, not mine. My mate's. I think he looked at me and went, "That's gonna be too big." And me and my mate had the same hoodie on in different colours.
Somalian?
What? No, ABC.
No, it was here Somalian.
No, it's ABC.
Ah, okay,
ABC.
Is called Africa's Baddest Criminal.
okay,
That was his name on the streets.
sick.
ABC.
That's a good name to have. That's a good rep to have, isn't it?
Yeah, Africa's Baddest Criminal.
Yeah. So he was worse than Robert Mugabe. That's crazy.
But no, he wasn't
What a
Somalian.
statement.
And what was that other guy? The one.
What,
the one who
Nelson
used-
Mandela.
The one.
He got locked up for a bit.
No,
he
see?
was Africa's baddest
Who
criminal.
was the guy who
for a
got
bit.
famous on social media for like turning kids?
Oscar Pistorius is Africa's baddest criminal. This
No, not
geezer's
him.
name.
He
This-
was
what is
famous
this
a
man's
few-
credentials for being Africa's biggest criminal? He didn't shoot his missus.
I
He
think
didn't get
he-
locked up on Robin Island.
I think he's still in prison. He might be in prison. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find
Yeah,
him.
hit him up,
Let's
man.
get him on
Let's
the
get
pod.
him on.
Let's get him on. I'll be like, bruv, remember when I missed 8 buses because you tried to take my boy's hoodie? What you saying now?
Africa's baddest
Yeah,
criminal.
but he might have got a badder and
Who was the one who used to like train kids to be soldiers?
Oh, Coney.
Coney.
So
Joseph
Coney.
Coney.
Yeah, no.
Coney could be
That's who I
Africa's
was
baddest
thinking.
criminal.
I
You
thought
got
he was
Idi
80s.
Amin as well.
Idi
He was
Amin, last
just a
king of
nutter.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just
Listen,
working off dreams, baby.
yeah, there's
He
been
was
some-
crazy.
been some bad men out here, man.
That
That footballer who claimed to be 18 but he was 45. That's fraud. He could be
Yeah,
Africa's
yeah.
biggest criminal.
Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Why was he like? What did he do?
Put Juju on Man City.
Not only that, in the soccer aid. Have you seen the soccer aid thing?
No.
What did he
On
do?
the soccer aid chat, there was a WhatsApp chat, and it's all the players, like male, female footballers. Everyone's in this chat, right? And he's put a picture of like a supermodel in, and gone, I can get 17 more of these. Who's in?
Oh, shit. What a guy. Do you remember the story?
And he
of,
got kicked out of the group. He got kicked out of soccer aid. He's not allowed to play soccer aid anymore.
Do you remember the story about like him and Cola just used to like get hotel rooms though and just fucking run train on people? They'd just get them through constantly. And there was a whole thing of like when Colo Toure was playing for Arsenal, he was dating some girl. She was like a uni student, and he'd like pay for all this different stuff. He'd like I think he paid for like all their stays in London and all this. He was like buying her all these nice things, taking her out, and she was like, "Oh, I'm a wag. I'm going out with Colo Toure." And then she only found out that like he was married because his wife had a kid or something like years later. And Colo Toure was just like, "Yeah, I never told you I was single."
Yeah.
And there's like all this shit about like apparently him and his brother just used to be absolute pants men back in the day. Just fucking slinging dick left, right, and centre.
You'll see it in the Premier League in about 15 years' time, where there'll be loads of new players called Toure.
What, like the Wright Phillips family?
The
The
Dembélés.
new ones.
The
Yeah,
Dembélés just come from one guy.
yeah. That was the mad thing about Yaya Toure, and it was his agent, and it what was his agent called? The one who caused all the problems with like the birthday cake and all that shit.
Not a clue.
It weren't Raiola, was it? You remember Toure's agent?
What? Yeah.
Remember he said that he left City because they didn't get him a birthday cake.
Yeah, it might have been.
And Torre was like, it was all bollocks, but his agent just wouldn't let him speak to the press. He was like, oh, I'll take care of it. And just ruined his career. Yeah.
I like Yaya.
He's a good guy.
Well, didn't Kyle Walker have some shit recently where he...
He's fathered 3 illegitimate children, yeah.
Yeah. And then
3?
He just apologised to his wife, just like publicly.
Yeah, but did you see the thing that Neil Maupay was... So you know Neil Maupay plays for Brentford?
Absolute shit
house, yeah. So he spent the whole game against City just fucking slagging Walker off about these kids.
Really?
Yeah, and Walker's just like literally like they got like lip readers on this video, and Walker's literally grabbing the ref, and he's like, "Ref, he's talking about my kids, man. Fucking talk to him before I knock him the fuck out." I'm not having it.
What was he saying? Do you know what he was saying? I'd love to, because I heard that.
Yeah,
bit,
I would love to know what he was saying. I think you can probably fill in the blanks. And literally imagine you've just got to mark him all game.
Yeah.
And he's all game. He's just like, 3 kids, you know.
Yeah.
3 kids. You can't keep it in your pants. You fucking tramp. What are you doing? You can't keep them.
He's French, isn't he?
Moped.
Yeah.
So
he did it with the French accent.
But he did the whole thing, innit, with like Madison as well, innit?
See, that was he should have waited. He should have held fire. That backfired massively. But do you know what? Do you know what I love about Neil Maupay is he owns it when it backfires. He's like, went a bit early with this.
What did he do with Madison?
He did. He scored the first goal and did Madison's
celebration.
celebration.
Yeah, he did the dart
and
thing.
And then they got battered by Spurs. And he put on Instagram. He went, "Might have gone a bit too soon with this one."
I like him, but I don't like him. Like yesterday, I was like, "Oh, we're playing Brentford," and I'm like, "Oh." Like, don't piss me off. I like you, Maupay. Don't piss me off.
But he's like when Diego Costa was at Chelsea, innit? You'd love him if he played for you.
No, but with Diego, he was just a cunt.
Yeah, but if he was
your
cunt...
But with Maupay, he's a funny cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a funny cunt.
But that's the thing. Like, if he was your cunt, you'd love having him in your team.
Madison's very funny.
Yeah.
Madison
like Suarez,
is funny.
Like Suarez. You know what I mean? You guys loved him. You guys wore pictures of him on T-shirts like he died when all he'd done was called Evra the N-word. And your whole team went, "We stand in solidarity with you, Luis Suarez."
A bit ridiculous, isn't it?
That was a low point, wasn't it? That was a low point for Liverpool.
Speaking of dating...
Suarez as well, but it's a Spanish thing, you know what I mean? They're just racist.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
They're racist. They still say the P word. They still use the N word. The colour is still the same word.
That's true.
So it's part of their vocabulary, unfortunately.
I was you're on about kind of dating and relationships there. Did you see that one where
No, I'm joking. Go on.
where and racism
and chat
and
Africa's baddest criminal.
Do you see
at some point we might have talked about relationships.
No, we were talking about Kyle Walker being.
Yes,
I know you probably can't recall.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, no, we weren't. Go on.
We were, yep. Do you see where that woman got arrested for sending a man 159,000 text messages after a first date?
Mm-hmm.
I did see that. That's fucking.
That beat
wild.
your record by like 1,000, did it?
Bro, did you read some of them?
Yeah.
What were they like?
Just what?
Insane.
Well,
it made more sense to me that after she got arrested, she's been sent. She's been sent to like a medical institution, and
they were quite bad texts.
They've said she's insane.
Yeah, so I've got someone that texts me like this.
Yeah.
Well, I'd wear your fascia and the top of your skull and your hands and feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd make sushi.
Wild shit.
I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones.
Yeah.
Dude,
sexy.
Yeah, and I'm just fucking sat there tugging it, going, "Tell me
more.
Go on,
tell me more.
Tell me more.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to my legs?"
Yeah.
I just get the most random text.
Off who?
It'll be like says some chick. It will just be like, I want to make a sketch of the Cecil Hotel, like out of the blue. I won't reply.
Are you getting this off?
Some girl. And then
but some girl like you know her or
never met her.
Okay.
And then it was.
This is because you're a public figure now, so you have to look out for these things. You know, he's a public figure now. You know, he's a public figure now.
I'm a public figure.
Yeah.
No, let me show you. Let me see if this better fucking work.
Okay. What I want you to do is you get your phone out as well. Yeah. So he's gonna do something, and then you're gonna do. Okay. Now you do what he's just done. You Google Raj Pujara and see what comes up.
Yeah, public figure.
Public figure.
Oh, it doesn't come up on mine.
Because you're a hater, bro.
I've got that hater pen.
You're a hater, big man.
Yeah, he's a public figure now, so he's got to deal with like weird stalkers and stuff.
What does that mean? You're a public figure.
It means
It's not
he
the best-
paid for it on Google.
Did they choose that photo?
Must have done, yeah.
Fucking done you dirty there, haven't they?
I need new headshots bad.
So
But yeah, should we do a joint photo shoot?
yeah, we could do what, like one of them couples ones where you stand behind me and like hold my waist or something.
We'll do one like that in case we ever do a split work in progress.
Oh, I just meant I'd send that through to every bucket. you got headshots on a poster.
Yeah, I know a public figure
It's like
actually.
prom photos.
Yeah, so she'll just text me random shit, bro. But it'll be like, I want to do a sketch about Cecil Hotel. And like, I used to entertain it. I'd be like, why? Like, do. And then slowly it just got weirder and weirder.
Does she do sketches? Like, is she?
Hold on now. And then it would just be like, this pasta's disgusting. Out of the blue. And I'll be like, and I got a bit rude at the end. I was like, listen,
Why were you even replying in the first place?
I don't know.
She fit.
Not really.
Yeah, but you paused, which tells
Like
me why
I-
you replied for a bit. You were in a hotel one weekend in Cardiff,
No.
and you thought, let's see.
Lives very close
Let's
to me.
see where this goes.
And it's just wild shit. But I got a bit rude at the end. I was like, listen, I don't really know what's going. Like, it's a bit psychotic.
Yeah,
I was
it is,
like, just get some
Seek
help.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. But
Yeah.
What did she say back?
she laughed. Which
But in an actual voice note, she just went,
Yeah.
some of the voice notes are wild. I get voice notes as well.
play us one.
No, I can't do that.
We'll bleep it out.
And it's little
We'll
things.
bleep it out.
In one of them, she's having a conversation with someone else who's not there.
Show me this person, please.
No, I'll show you later. But I will.
No, just I beg. I just want to see. I want to see like what mental looks like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that story was that was kicking about for a bit online, and it when it first happened, and everyone was just like, it turns into a meme, innit?
Oh,
because
yeah.
the messages weren't
She's,
in the public.
Yeah.
She's blocked me. I
She
think.
blocked you.
Yeah,
It's
because
probably for the best.
yeah, her face is gone.
Yeah, but you can still
see
find-
it there. Don't say her name out loud. But
That's
yeah,
Okay, find us a voice note.
no, I can't play a voice now.
Okay.
But yeah, she's talking to a drug dealer that isn't there,
Okay.
and she's answering,
She's
but
been doing chat, bro.
she's answering the guy, but like no one's saying anything.
Yeah, that's bizarre, man.
And then she's like, she'll just say random shit on the voice note, like, it's wild, bro. It's just bonkers. And then she'll get offense. She'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "What?" It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you have to.
But we went to the Cecil Hotel. That was fun.
We did. Yeah, we did. Skid Row was an experience.
I often
wasn't it?
tell people that we broke down on Skid Row.
Well, we nearly did.
Yeah.
That was your fault. He just kept telling me, no. If it says please fuel up urgently, you've definitely got another 30 miles in the tank. And I'm thinking, it's 11 p.m. and we're on Skid Row, Raj. I reckon we should probably fucking fill up.
Yeah, it's not the time to be chancing it, is it? Really?
Little bitch sent me out the car though.
Yeah, because I'd filled it up last time.
Yeah.
But I was smart. I filled it up in West Hollywood, mate, where you can get out your car with
Turns out-
confidence.
I fit in at Skid Row.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Not one.
got chased away from the pump by the guy at the fucking petrol station. The guy comes over, he's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was just really scared. Actually, this man's been following."
Sorry, he's been in my car all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that story doing the rounds about her, and it just became a meme.
159. Over what time frame?
Well, wasn't it like they went on a date?
It's 10 months, I think.
They went on a date, and obviously he was just like not interested, and she
I'm not
just
being funny, but what-
relentless.
Why
10
didn't he
months.
block her?
Mate, you just literally gave us a rundown of a conversation. How long have you been having that conversation with that weirdo?
She didn't start off weird.
Okay, so you were on it
Okay.
initially.
No, I wasn't.
How long?
3 years, mate.
Fuck. Yeah, you see, so 10 months, not really. You've got to give someone the benefit of the doubt, haven't you?
Yeah, 10 months is completely sane.
But he could have blocked her.
I'm gonna wear the top of your skull.
Like, I'm not getting messages boom, 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 boom all the time. It'll be like 4 messages at like 10 p.m. and then me going, leave me alone, and then she'll just skitter back to the skirting.
The second it gets annoying for me, I'd be out. I'd block.
Yeah.
The second my phone was just going bzz, 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 over and over again, I'd just be like, nah, man.
Yeah, to be fair, I did drive you to Do Not Disturb at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now look.
Now I don't even reply to people anymore. Back in the day I would lose sleep over this. 22 unread conversations. I'd lose sleep over that. That would piss me off. Now I'm like, shit, I ain't got time.
Now you're at peace with life.
I'm a public figure now.
Yeah,
exactly, mate. It's big time, isn't it?
Speak to my agent vibes now, innit?
Yeah, go via my agent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. But yeah, so she got locked up in a medical institute, didn't she?
Medical institute?
Yeah, like they've actually said like she's medically unsound.
Isn't it a mental institute?
Yeah, one of the two.
Oh, she eventually broke into his house.
Oh yeah, see that's too far.
She broke into his house, and she allegedly began taking a bath.
Did he fuck her?
They're married now, actually. You know?
And that shows don't give up on your dreams, man. You got to be persistent.
Optimism.
Yeah,
that's what this podcast is all about.
Would you reckon he could make that like his fucking Hinge profile?
They did go on a date.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It was like they went on a date.
Yeah, but it was only one date.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You could put that on your Hinge profile now. You could be like, I am such a catch. I went on one date and a woman wanted to wear my skin.
Can you imagine though going on one date though and then just randomly coming back one day and she's taking a bath? You'd be like, I know this makes yourself comfortable, but like this is a bit.
I mean, I've been there though.
How does she know where he lives? Or you reckon she put out on the first date?
No, you can find out.
I mean, yeah, probably.
What? All right, find where I live.
Well, I know where you live.
Or do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
We drove there after Bristol.
Did we?
Yeah.
Why?
Jake dropped you off.
Oh yeah.
I just get a photo and then look up your latitude and longitude on your iPhone thing, and then just find out. Wait, let's go within 100 meters, isn't it?
Go on then.
I mean, I have to do it on a laptop.
All right.
You can look at the properties, can't you, on a photo? I only know this because I was watching 24 Hours in Police Custody last week. And
you also don't...
This guy basically tried to do an antiques fraud, and he said everything got nicked from his basement, which just like... He said a fireplace got nicked out of his basement. Okay. He's basically a surgeon just about to go bankrupt.
Okay.
And in reality, all of the pieces that he said had been nicked, all of the antiques were back at his parents' house.
Mm.
And he put in him like a 250k fraudulent claim. And then the police realised, and then he was trying to get him off his case, and he was just sending them photos like, "Oh no, this is missing." And then they looked it up, looked at the properties,
the biodata of the photos.
Biodata. It fucked him up.
Claimed and Shamed is one of my favourite shows.
Yeah, fraud is incredibly hard to do. Like and well, unless it's cheap. That's the secret. Yeah, I shouldn't. I don't care.
Don't go.
Yeah.
Full. But go be a 10 grand.
Yeah, but from working in insurance for years, like back in the day, it was like if it was enough, if it was a small amount of money, you'd know it was fraud, but you'd be like, it'll cost more to prove it.
Like a rollie. You want to do a rollie, something that's out and about with you.
Yeah, or just like the classic, like the fucking whiplash claims and stuff. You just put in for
you just
put in for a few grand.
That's capped.
Yeah, but that's why, because people just got so sick of it.
Did you ever hear any mad, like when you were working? Did they have any mad claims?
Yeah, I remember the one. This geezer, he rang up and said that his boiler had burst. And he said the boiler's at the top of his 4-story property, and the boiler had burst, and hot water had stripped the whole property. And he had his home and his business in the same place. So initially, you're like, that is unfortunate. Like, this stuff happens, boiler bursts, whatever. I remember this guy, I was on the phone to him, and this guy, I'd have been 18, because I was still working in the call centre for the claims department. And this geezer's just talking about, like, yeah, the boiler's burst, and the hot water's, like, stripped everything, it's all destroyed. And I was like, all right, putting all the information into the system. But there's that silence, and some people just have to keep talking to fill the silence. And he's just like, yeah, and then this happened, and this. And he goes, yeah, and I can't believe it, because we were just about to renovate the place as well.
Oh,
and I just
shit.
went, what was that? He goes, yeah, we were just about to renovate the place. Straight away, put a flag on it. I was like, this is fraud. He's about to renovate the place, and he's gone, get it done through the insurance.
Yeah, that's
And-
exactly
and-
what this guy had done.
Yeah,
Basically, he
sure
was
enough
trying to.
it was, yeah.
He was nearly bankrupt. Wanted to renovate one of his properties, and he was. Yeah, he just didn't have any money, so he was just trying to raise funds by any means necessary.
I was a claims investigator for a bit as well. I felt like Poirot. That was a good job.
So if I
That was a good job. I remember I got called out to a spa in Wolverhampton.
What, an actual spa or a spa?
Nah, like an actual like beauty shop.
Oh,
spa
okay, like a spa. I
thing.
thought you meant like a spa, like
Not
the
a spa
supermarket.
shop, nah. And I felt like Poirot in this job. It was sick. I remember going out and we insured the spa, and they said that some woman had got into this. It was like I don't know what you call it. It's like a bed, but it's got like water jets in it, and you get like pressured water jets that give you some sort of like massage in this bed. And some woman had basically gone, oh, one of the jets must have malfunctioned because it burnt. I got a burn on the back of my leg, so I'm going to claim against you for this burn. And I went out and I'm looking at this machine and I'm thinking, I don't know fuck all about this machine, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, oh, if you change the temperature on one of the jets, if you change the temperature on the jets, do they all change at once? They're not individual. And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, so you couldn't just have one of the jets that goes hot? She was like, nah, not possible. Got an engineer out, they said the same thing. We just told this one to fuck off. But that's the thing you'd get, just like silly claims where people are like...
But like, who thinks of that when they're in there? They're sat in there in the spa and they're like...
it's probably genuine, but
there's money in this. What, you think that's genuine?
Nah.
I don't think
We
that's
got engineers out to look at it, and they
she
were
must
like...
have got burnt though.
No, she's made it up.
No. Because we asked for photos as well, and she couldn't give us anything.
Oh, she just made that up then.
But they were like... But then there's the whole argument of like, oh, but by the time it was all reported and gone, like the burn had gone and whatever.
So it wasn't a severe burn.
And we were just like, why are we even entertaining this?
I think I've only made an insurance claim once, and that was when I left a hat and a fire... What, those fire... Amazon Fire...
Sticks.
No, the pads...
Kindle.
They're kind of like a Kindle, but like the Amazon version. Can't remember what they were called. Fire.
Amazon
something.
is Kindle.
Yeah, but they were called something else.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like their version of the iPad.
Yeah, they were like the Amazon version of an iPad. I got off the plane. I've been sleeping on the plane, and then you just kind of get off the plane.
Well, you left it in the chair.
Left it in the chair. Rang up straight away. They're like, "Oh no, you can't go." Well, I literally tried to go back straight away. They were like, "No, you can't go back."
You have to go to the airline and lost property.
Rang up, and then they looked through the plane. They were like, "Nothing there now." So someone just literally nicked it straight away.
Cleaner. Yeah.
The bastard. I had a mate ring me the once because I think he'd had someone like kicked his fence down or something and nicked some stuff, and then he just goes to me, do you reckon I could just tell the insurance that like all my tools and that went as well? And I distinctly remember driving while he rang me, and I just went, you specifically? No, like you are not smart enough to commit insurance fraud. Like, no, not a chance.
It's just like, do you think that like that guy that I was on about on 24 Hours in police custody, he had staged the break-in, and he said it was in like a cottage building, and it was in the cellar where he said everything had got stolen from, and the fireplace that he said that it got stolen from there, you physically wouldn't have even been. It would have been more effort to even steal it in the first place. It's probably like 300-kilogram fireplace.
Big raw
How would you
iron,
even get it down there? How would you get it out?
It's like a big wrought iron thing. Big wrought iron fireplace.
Like a marble one. It was a marble
Who's
fireplace.
nicking a marble fireplace?
And
the henchest burglars you've ever seen in your life.
yeah, and how he'd staged it as well. He'd broken the wrong window. Like you wouldn't have broken that window. You would have broke the one like closest to the latch. So all those things where you just think, oh, I just need to smash a window here. It's like, well, yeah, but there's actually some logic. If you're actually burgling someone's house,
I think you've actually got to burgle it.
You've got to burgle your own house, haven't you? You can't
got
go
to.
inside of the house and just go, I'm going to smash this window so it looks like someone's broken an entry.
Well, I used to be convinced back in the day that I could get away with murder because I'd watched so much CSI, like when I was a kid. And I'd always just remember, like, what was it that they did wrong that got them caught. And it was always like stuff like, it'd be stuff like that, and like a staged break-in, but the police would be like, this window was broken from the inside of the house because the glass is out. And I'd be like, right, mental note.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I haven't killed anyone yet.
No,
and I feel like the longer I leave it...
That's in my show, that my dad's addiction to true crime.
Yeah.
and now he thinks he could commit the perfect murder. It's in my show.
Someone
his
recently,
theory's wild.
Yeah. Where can they get tickets for your show, Raj? Work in progress season.
Leicester, straight on the website. Just Google my name. I'm a public figure now. And then the poster is right there.
You had a good show in Leicester, innit?
It's not yet.
No, but you had a good one with Vittoria.
Yeah, it was good.
I had a good one with Ori Styler. So everyone who followed me after Leicester, go watch Raj Pujara. I won't be there, but I vouch for the man. He's all right. So go watch him. Find out about how his dad's gonna off his mom and get away with it.
Yeah, he's been planning.
And you.
The worst thing about my dad is he watches TV upside down sometimes.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of it one day. It's so funny.
Why does he do that?
He sits on the sofa the wrong way. So like legs here, and then
Just lay on the floor.
That can kill you.
Watch TV upside down.
That can kill you.
Well, you're worried he's going to get deep brain thrombosis.
You could,
Yeah, but he's got them
hang the opposite way around for long enough, that can kill you, can't
he's laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
But his feet are up here.
Yeah. And he's got them aeroplane socks on as well to keep the circulation going, so he's all good.
fuck, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, it is weird. But imagine walking in at 4 a.m. and my pops is on the fucking floor.
He's retired.
Sounds like
he's
a really
retired,
weird wanking position.
Nah,
He's
he
he's
can't
retired,
wank.
he's living his life.
We got CCTV in the yard.
Does it not like cut out for like 3 minutes or something like
I
that?
cover it
He's
whenever I'm home
he's
alone.
found the blinds. It's
Yeah.
like, Dad, what are you doing in that corner again? There's nothing there.
But I could just see your feet hanging over the side of the sofa.
You're doing gear in the corner again, you animal. Oh my god. All right,
Cuffs on him.
Well, thanks for listening.
Stay safe.
No, that's how you start a conversation.
Safe.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Do all the usual stuff on the socials and that. And yeah, we'll see you later. It's all right.
Peace.
Bye.
This has been The Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.